Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and good morning to you. This is my backyard in the morning. The sun is just coming up, and today I decided to wear my pinball shirt. I used to have a whole bunch of pinball machines, and I really loved them. I would love to have another pinball machine. Probably. The one that I would like to have would be Star Trek The Next Generation. It's the number 2 rated most fun pinball machine, or number 3. It kind of flipped with Addams Family. Number 1 consistently remained as Twilight Zone. And I definitely enjoy pinball. It's such a different type of gaming. It's very tactile. It challenges you mechanically, and it's a physical game. In fact, when I was doing competitions, I was so intense with my competitions that I hurt my arms here and my elbows, and that's from moving the machines around. The Star Trek machine weighed 260 pounds. And so you're pushing that around and stuff, and that's a lot of weight and everything. And I ended up having to wear these braces while I was playing on my arms because I was getting overuse syndrome, kind of like tennis elbow, and so that was a problem for me, and just made me think of that, so I put on my shirt today just thinking about the great times I had with pinball. I have no idea if here in Tampa there's any sort of pinball leagues or whatnot. I have not found pinball to be nearly as popular in the South as it was in the North. In Portland we had two leagues. Actually, we had one league and we had one gang. They called themselves a gang. They were the Crazy Flipper Fingers in Portland, Oregon. You could look them up. Their rules state that you have to compete against, a dozen of their other members, and you have to beat at least 50% of them in order to get in the gang. It's like being jumped in. So, anyway, let me get on to the other type of gaming, which is computer gaming. So I have a question here from Connor. Connor sent this to me back in July. Oh my God. So it takes me a while sometimes when you have a good suggestion for a video. Sometimes it just doesn't come around for a long time, and it takes a while to get to it. So this one's from July. Quite a while ago. He says he'd like my opinion. He currently has a kick-ass custom-built desktop PC. But he wants to buy a laptop he saw at Future Shop. With taxes, it comes to $1,057. That's a pretty expensive laptop considering you can get them for like $400 these days. But maybe not a gaming laptop. I want to use it for going to my friend's house where we all play games on a LAN. We talked about LAN gaming being dead. It's not dead. Not in this instance. Okay. I want to do other stuff with it, like ... He says that's what I'm having trouble with. What are some of the other cool stuff you can do with a laptop that you can't do with the desktop? Well, let me just talk about how I use my stuff. The first thing that comes to mind is that when several years ago I got really sick, and I had something that was similar to mono, and it was really to where I was at the height of it. I was only awake for about 2 or 3 hours a day, and it was just because I just didn't have the energy to do anything, and it was really debilitating, and it lasted for about a month to 6 weeks before I was fully back into things. And I remember as part of my recovery, I would go into work for just a couple of hours a day because I needed to get back into the office and everything. I had a bunch of staff, and thank God they were competent and they were good, and they took care of the company while I was sick like this. And it wasn't like feeling upset to my stomach or anything. I had a great appetite, and it wasn't like being all stuffed up in the head or anything. No fever or nothing. It was just this virus that knocked me on my butt, made me so, I just was so tired. I just couldn't stay awake. But with that, I would wake up for a half hour or so and do some stuff, but I was really trying to conserve energy because, even walking downstairs, my office was in the basement at that home, and my bedroom was upstairs, and so it was, 2 flights of stairs and everything, and it may sound crazy, but, just going down and walking back up, I would be exhausted. And so my wife at the time, I asked her to buy me one of those hospital tables, and it was a table like you see in the hospital that rolls around and the wheels go under the bed and it's adjustable up and down, and it's like what they give you your meal on. She went out and found one, and I used it in the bedroom to put my laptop on. And so I was then able to get more work done because I was able to have my laptop right next to the bed. And in fact, I work right now. I still have that table, and my duties right now with my store at markydragon.com, which, by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, you can get, if you have a PS3, you can get Dust 514 beta codes for free from us for both US and Europe, and there'll be a link in the description. I watch the store late at night sometimes, and when I do, and I can just sit in bed and watch TV and have the laptop over there on that table, and order comes in, I just swing it around, do my stuff, swing it back. And I couldn't do that with a desktop. I would have to get up and go to the other room. Now, that may sound lazy or whatnot, but it's very convenient. Now, I have taken my laptop to LAN parties, and when I go to LAN parties, because my laptop is working so hard, I always make sure I have some sort of cooler under it, because if you don't, heat is the enemy of your laptop, and if you're gaming, you could burn it out. A friend of mine and I, we both bought these HP laptops at the same time, and I think that I got the extended warranty and he didn't. And what happened was we burned up the video cards. We were gaming so much on our laptops, and we both burned them up within the first year. And then I burned up a second one, and he did too. But I think that his warranty, his 1-year warranty, had just expired whenever his burned up. And or no, wait, I'm thinking of a different laptop. I had an HP, he had an Alienware laptop. And Alienware is high-end video game stuff, and he did do that, but he didn't have a long enough warranty. Hey, I see something here, so that's why I'm doing this. Let's see, where did he go? There he is. Look at that. He's just hanging out there. I love how the light is on the lake there, and the mist and everything. And that's some sort of waterfowl. I don't think it's a duck. So I have, in fact, one of these days. Oh, speaking of ducks, oh my goodness, what the heck? Come on over here, buddy. Let's talk. Want to do an interview? I think he's going the other way. He doesn't have much interest in me. The birds are all coming out now, which is really great. So I just love all of the wildlife out here and stuff. Look at that. Oh my God, isn't that beautiful? Wow. I love those moments. I mean, holy cow, that was beautiful. If I was making some nature film, that would be in it, wouldn't it? That would be one of the scenes. So, okay, getting back to laptops. Have you guys ever seen Renetto? Golly, I hope that I remember to put a link to him in annotations here. And it's Renneto, I think. If I forget to put an annotation in right here, to him, just say so in the comments and I'll remember. I do these in one shot, and so I don't go back and edit portions out, and sometimes I forget, and so like, how am I going to remember after I'm done filming this that I even need to put that annotation in, you know, without stopping and writing it down or whatnot. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it is true. Anyway, Renetto would carry his MacBook around with him, and he would record right off the camera on it, and so he was always carrying it out here like this, and he would film all kinds of stuff on it. And it was really quite interesting because I don't know, for the first several of his videos he didn't have a camera, he was just doing it on his laptop. And Renetto is pretty famous in the YouTube community because he was like the very first partner. The very first person to have ads on his videos and actually earn something from it. And so, you know, it goes way back and everything, but it was another creative use of his laptop. Now, gaming, of course, you know, going out to your friend's house and everything. Also, when you travel, which you may not travel very much, but when you do, God, having a laptop is great. Although, like my dad has come to visit right now, he did not bring his laptop. He is able to do almost everything that he wants to on his iPad. And so he's got a new iPad 3, and I catch him playing games on it all the time. My dad is like 70 and a gamer. Imagine that. So I never would have dreamed that my dad would be a gamer when I was growing up, because, well, we didn't have that stuff. I mean, we had Atari and stuff like that. But okay, so as far as other stuff to do with the laptop, you know, I use my laptop when I'm traveling. I edit video on it. You know, I'm able to get work done. I'm able to game on it. And you know, as far as anything else that's really creative, it's really just about mobility. And so, you know, just choose what you want and just do it, and you'll find out that that it is an asset to you if you can afford it. If you can't afford, you know, you say you already have a really kick-ass rig, and so that's good. But if you couldn't afford it in the first place, then I would say put all your money into your main gaming rig if you didn't have a lot of money to spend, because you're going to get more out of that. A laptop is not a gaming machine in most cases. It will do games, but it can be much lower graphics and everything. And it is not a video editing machine. I have edited videos on my laptop, and my laptop is a quad-core laptop. It's an i5 quad-core, and it has 8 gigs of RAM and everything, and I have like Adobe Premiere, which I edit stuff like this on it. I have in the past, but I can tell you that it takes about 4 to 6 times longer to render something out on the laptop as opposed to my desktop, even though it's not, the processor is, you know, the speed is not different, although I have 8 cores on my main machine. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. I hope that you found some bit of use of that. You know, I think that most people that own laptops just kind of realize this, and never having one before, though, you may need justification. You may need, you know, something to help you justify why you should, you know, spend the money on it, and I can understand that. So anyway, I hope that helps. Send me your questions in YouTube, in the messaging system there. To send me a message, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but you can go to my main channel page, and then there's a little drop down on the right hand side. I forget what it says, but you hit the little drop down and then it says message, send message, or you can open a new message in your own account and then type in Marky Dragon, lowercase, all one word, and that will get to me. So thanks for watching. Take care. Well, it's very nice of you to make it this far in the video. Hey, since you're here, are you looking for something else to watch? Because I got plenty else to watch. You know, in the upper left-hand corner, I'm talking about whether or not you really can get banned for buying gold in World of Warcraft. That is part of the Marky Dragon Show. You click on that and it'll take you to the Marky Dragon Show homepage. And then in the lower left, Path of Exile. That is Matthew, also known as Spellbinding Gamer, who I've done some gameplay stuff with. He is playing Path of Exile, and it's a Diablo-esque type game. He's got a great playlist showing a lot of content for it, and the game looks really good. It's not one that I've tried yet, but if I get some time, I will be. But what I've been playing is World of Tanks, lower right, and been playing that a lot. Click on that and it'll take you to the World of Tanks playlist I have. You can watch me kicking some ass and getting my ass kicked at the same time. Upper right, that is part of my vlog, and I just purchased recently an AverMedia card, showing it off there, and it is what I use with my applications for recording. It's actually like adding another CPU to my computer, and so all the video recordings that I do, it runs off of that card and doesn't take CPU time, or very, very little comparatively. And so I'm able to get really high frame rates in games while recording them or even broadcasting them live. And it has another thing too. You can actually hook up like your Xbox or PS3 to it and record that as well. So check those out if any of them interest you, and please do subscribe to my channel here. Take care, everybody.